Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Jester Kyle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Jester Kyle, and it is a kind gesture. You'd have me as your jester, but I want to be just your Kyle. We are working on finishing up the charcoal and the munch dew. I noticed a bit of a problem, so therefore we have to make some mechanical pipes. Our fluid interface is not properly taking in the sludge. So let's drop the fluid interface by 1 and pop that there. So sludge back, push. It is still not pushing. Let's get our configurator and see if we can't pull it out. Oh no, the koi fish. Koi fish. Get back into the water. Oh no. Okay, so it has now pulled out the sludge. The sludge has been added into the fluid interface. There should no longer be any sludge in here. Rosewood trees have now been chopped down because they got a little bit too close. Or one of the trees got too close and it was connected and then it just got pulled in. So the rosewood trees that were over here have now been chopped down. That is a-okay, because we need this space for another one of these tree farms, regardless. Okay, let's chop these down, take care of the general farm area. Let's check the actual farm area, see what's going on over there. Oh yeah, definitely looks full. Very full. Stacks and stacks and stacks of full. Okay. So we need to do a finish up the tree farm for the so that tree farm is done, it's working, it's up to snuff. It's now importing into our refined storage system. This is going to fill up pretty quick, unless we do something about it. So let's take the logs that we've already gotten, 268, and make some chests. Where we can then pop the chest right here with some oak wood planks to make an oak storage drawer. So let's make 2 of these. One for oak wood and one for saplings. Saplings is going to take a little while because it's going to have to fill up in the actual area. Okay, so let's pop these down here. Okay, pop the oak logs in there. Let's get a drawer controller. Drawer controller. Oh, we are missing diamonds. Okay, so we're unable to do that. So then let's just make a 64K storage disk. Or just a regular 4K. Which means we're going to need a lot of silicone and a lot of glass. silicone and glass. Okay, exactly how much are we going to need? So each one of these is going to need 1 piece. So 4, and each one of these is going to need 4. So 5, 15, 5, 10, 15, 16. So 16 pieces of silicone. 2 have already been done. 3 of 13. Okay. So 16 pieces of silicone. One, 2, 3. And then 12 pieces of glass. Okay, so I'm gonna have to be mindful of that. Okay. Actually, let's turn this one into a compacting drawer so that when we do start making charcoal, we can compacting drawer. 2 pistons. Oh, we are out of iron. I need 2 more pieces of iron. So many things need the smelter. I should probably just make a second smelter. Alright. Just a bit of crafting to get everything up and running. So I will jump cut, and I will be right back once I have some of these pieces that we need. So I will see you in just a bit. Alright, welcome back. We have returned. I crafted a 4K storage drive, but I figured out the problem of what was going on. So the trees, the tree cutter, even though it only has a range of this much, it will chop down any tree that is connected to it. So it was connected to all these trees out here. So I have to clean up this area a little bit because all these trees were connected to one of the trees that had grown, and therefore they all got the tops of them chopped down. So to make this area look a little bit nicer, I'm going to deforest the area that has been effectively deforested by the tree chopper, because all this were big standing trees, but now they have been stripped and are no longer and are just going to kind of look barren. And this one looks weird, so I'm going to take this one down as well. So yeah, just one of the unintended byproducts of our tree farm. So other than that, it is working very well. I mean, including that, it is working incredibly well, to the point where I needed to craft another 4K storage drive. So, wow, it's even reaching all the way up here. All the way up here. So I crafted another 4K storage drive, so our inventory is no longer being frozen. But we're going to continue to need 4K storage drives, or other storage drives, as long as we have the tree farm running. The tree farm will continuously absorb power from our system, power that we are not really generating properly enough right now. So we need to very quickly turn what we have gotten so far into something more useful, so that this, because I don't know how much usage, 400 FE per tick. 400 FE per 2 seconds. Per action. So that's quite a lot. Especially if we're going to be planning on building up another one. So let's see, what is our... We are bottomed out. To the point where we have now lost power. Okay. We've now lost power to our storage system, which means we need to prioritize that. So this is going to be filling up with power. This should be getting power. Cables are going to be filling in. Over here, it's probably drawing in power. 20 FE per tick. 500 FE? Wow. We are very much struggling, because the only thing that we have passively generating power right now is our solar panel. And that's only putting out 15.5 FE per tick. This is taking in 12. So let's cut the cable right here, and this should fill up first. So that we can get our storage system back in action. But yeah, that is just one of the dangers of OS, and it's probably not getting much power right now because of the storm. So let's pop logs into here because we have these as our backup. That should fill this up, and this should be full again. And once that fills up, that should begin running. Okay, so we can now associate reconnect that. It's still going to be filling up. Okay, good. So, we have too many things drawing power and not enough things generating power. And I have to manually input logs into here. So let us figure out how to get the oakwood logs from this system, from the storage system, into either here or into pieces of coal, charcoal. 765. Which means we need a smelter. Energized smelter. We need another piece of glass. 5 pieces of glass. 2 basic control circuits, which is osmium. Osmium and redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. into the energized smelter here. The enrichment chamber should enrich up more osmium so that we can make that. And then we have some in here. So, okay. And that should be enough to get another energized smelter. We're also going to need an exporter and an importer. Which means we're going to need 2 of these, which means more silicone. Everything needs a smelter. Okay. So we'll allow the tree farm to not be running for right now. We'll bank up a little bit more power. Osmium's going to be going in there. Still probably need more copper for what we're going to be working on next in Mechanism. But it is what it is. I've kind of lost track of time in this episode, so hopefully it doesn't run too long. Smelter, energized smelter. Steel casing and osmium. Basic control circuits and osmium. And this should be what we need for the smelter. Alright. We are going to need more cables. We're going to need more of these types of cables, the basic universal cables. What can we use cherries for? We can make cherry pie, cherry cookie, seared venison, cherry crate, and cherry pie. So eggs, sugar, and 3 cherries. Maybe we want to use cherry saplings in our tree farm. Yeah, our tree farm is going to get bogged down with trees right now. Hopefully this doesn't get cut down. I wonder if these are going to get cut down at some point. Probably. Oh, more ugly trees. Okay. And we're also going to need a second tree farm right over here. A Munchdew tree farm. Probably should be large enough. Probably needs to be large enough that it's not interfering. Okay, this energized smelter is going to be... Oh, that is quickly drawing power away from our system. Okay, so this system really isn't working right now because it doesn't have... It's not using power. It shouldn't be using power. Okay. So importer. Need the silicone. Probably gonna need glass in the future. Okay, we'll need an importer and an exporter. Wait until this one finishes up, and then pop those in there. Okay. Just crafting. Just doing some general crafting. So, this energized smelter is going to need us to... We need a importer and an exporter. We need to import wood, and we need to export the charcoal. Then we're going to need 4 exporters over here to export charcoal into these furnators. I would like to blow down this wall and add some area, but I know that there's water right on the other side of this. So I would like to have like a generator area. I was considering making another level to the base, so maybe I'll just do that there. Okay, so importer, exporter. Okay. And then we're going to need 1 piece of this. So, have plenty of cabling. I'd like to keep it close. Okay. You can export into the top and import out the side. So you will export oak logs, and you will import whatever you can. Output onto the right-hand side. Okay, so let's just double check. Alright, so that stayed clear, and then the system is now being filled in with charcoal. So this is decreasing, and charcoal is increasing. So we're going to need 4 more exporters. Probably another set of cables. Okay. And more... Oh, we're missing gold? Okay. How are we doing? 1, 2. Okay, so if we need 4, we're going to need 2. How much iron do we have? We have plenty of iron right now. How much slime do we have? We do not have any more slime. We need dough. We have plenty of wheat flour. We just need water. 42 wheat flour. Do we have a bucket? That was consumed when I made the something previous. Okay. So we need to create dough for a slime ball. and then lime. We can clear, clear, and then use of you get turned into lime dust, lime dye. There is a way to automate this, especially the dough creation here. I do not have the availability to do that as right now. We only need just a couple. String, here we go. Our last 2 string. Our basic processing binding. Okay. So, gold ore. You get enriched. Okay, and this is all because we need more power. So you are working, doing a nice job working. I need to get energy efficiency upgrades on these machines shortly. Okay. Okay, let's make charcoal already. Let's make the charcoal that we've already pumped out fuel our system while we are making more charcoal. Well, is 2 enough to counteract? Yes, 2 is. Okay, last piece of gold. Thank you very much. Please and thank you. Thank you. Okay. I'd also like to get into auto crafting, but again, that's going to require diamonds, and we don't have any more diamonds right now. Okay, so oak logs slowly being turned into charcoal. Charcoal is slowly being added into the system. Exporters. Need to get active. Silicone. Silly silicone. Always needing more of something. Okay, you don't need to be worked on right now. You can continue to hang out in there. I don't see why I shouldn't pump those in. We'd have 4 things of latex, tiny dry rubber. Should be enough for 2 more pieces of, yes, 2 more pieces of dry rubber. And that's enough to make 1 more, okay, we've been, I've gotten a little bit lost in the crafting right now. Okay, so this is enough for the gold. Gonna need 4 more for iron. Okay. But yeah, things are working well. We just need to continue processing along. Okay. And there we go. Let's get the charcoal system hooked up though, and then I'll end the episode. So, exporters. Okay. All right. Do we have enough cables? That's the question. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Because we're going to need 1, 2, 3. So we're going to need more iron. Unless we move the furnators, like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see about making more of these. Oh, I probably had enough on me. Whoops. Okay, so this episode's going to run a little bit long. Probably a little bit long. Will you retain your inventory and energy levels if you are broken down? Don't know. Okay, cables. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we have enough cables. Exporter. Piece of charcoal. Where you at, charcoal? Okay, and this should be it. Okay. So then this one, they're all going to have charcoal thrown into them. It's probably going to take some time for all of them to fill up. I think I might want to move this energy cube. It should be fine where it is. But, okay, so we now have a closed system. So, this tree farm will grow trees. It will chop down the trees automatically. The trees, the bits and parts of the trees will show up in our system. Will show up here in the system. Next episode, we will get them to show up in here as opposed to over there. So when the oak logs show up here, they will automatically get put in here until this fills up. This will make a piece of charcoal, charcoal will then be taken and put into one of these machines, one of these furnators. And it seems like 2 furnators is enough to keep our machines up and running. 4 furnators should do a good job. I don't know if there's a way for me to say, like, hey, only keep like 1 in there. Okay, so it looks like this one's going to fill up first. Are we still maintaining power? 882, 883, yes. We're still maintaining power because the only thing that's running right now is our furnator. So next episode, we need to get some energy upgrades, energy and speed upgrades onto these machines. Let's connect this in and see where we're at right now. Is our energy going to start tanking? Looks like we are still gaining power, even with only 1 furnator running. Okay, so good. So our system is holding. That requires a diamond pick. System is holding. We now have everything being crafted. We now have more power than we are currently spending. Should also get 2 pieces of wood over here and see how that affects the system as well. 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 9, 8, 8. Ooh. Okay, so that's not great. So tree farm, energized smelter, and the plastic production all at the same time is too much. So I want to say a big thank you very much to everyone who has stopped by and tuned into this episode. Yeah, I know it's run a little bit long. Don't do it, Beetle. Don't do it. Don't lengthen this episode even more. You are doing it. Oh, he does not hurt. But he is very hard to hurt. Okay, so as we can kind of see, and then we can also get a exporter over here to export charcoal into this open crate, so which will fuel the Botania systems, which will be great. We will have infinite mana, and then we can also begin looking into upping our mana production in the next episode with a munch do. So thank you very much for tuning into this episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.